Last week, I had no power for 5 days. And during that time, this EcoFlow battery was so useful. Now the EcoFlow is what's known as a portable power station, or in other words, a really big battery for all your tech. And just to give you an idea of how I was using it, of course I was charging my phones, other battery banks, even my laptop, but because I had no power, that means I had no lighting. So I used it in combination with a video light of mine that's small enough to draw less power, but also light up my whole living room. And it worked pretty well. And I was only able to do that because of the actual AC outlets this has and not just the USB ports. Because even though these are useful, this just allows you to do so much more than a regular power bank. More specifically, you can do up to 300 watts of continuous output with this. That's basically more than just your phones. And like I was saying, right, video lights or something more power hungry, just so you're not stuck with a little power bank and you can actually use this for something useful when you have no power. But it doesn't even end there. This can go up to 600 watt with a short burst. That's enough for something like a coffee maker or a blender, as they say. Now, me personally, I tried it with a water kettle and a toaster, which did not work. I guess they take more than 600, but if you have something that you need that's less than that, this will help you out. Being able to charge all of your stuff is great, but how long can you do it for? Well, from this box with EcoFlow, you can see that it has a 256 watt-hour capacity, which basically means, according to them, you can charge your phone up to 19 times, your laptop up to 4 times, unless you have a laptop like mine, then it's just 1 time, but a light bulb for up to 8 hours, a Wi-Fi router for up to 8 hours, you get the idea. The capacity is pretty good, just not good for everyone. Let me explain. See, when you don't have power for 5 days, it's gonna be tough to keep this alive for the whole duration, especially if you're somebody like me that has a lot of devices or family members that are using it all the time. But if you're somebody that lives by themselves, or you're going camping for a weekend, or there's not too many devices at play that use a lot of power, this will definitely last and you'll be good with it. But eventually, when it got empty, I was actually so surprised at how quickly it charged back up. It was at 35% of battery at 5:12 p.m. when I took it to the library to charge it. And literally half an hour later, at 5:41, it was at 96% of battery. Within half an hour, it went from 35 to 99. Literally crazy at how fast this thing charges compared to how much capacity it has. And the reason it can do this is because, unlike your phone, it's not taking 25 or 45 watts of charge, it's taking 300 watts. Not just that, of course, it's EcoFlow's tech and combined with the type of battery they're using. Lithium iron phosphate, that's what's in it. And unlike the lithium ions that are in most electronics, this is supposed to be safer, more efficient, and rated to last up to 3,000 charge cycles. According to EcoFlow, that basically means, everyday use for up to 10 years. That is crazy, because I'm not using this for every single day. It's gonna last a while. How can I forget about the app that it comes with? It actually connects to your EcoFlow with Bluetooth, and as you can see, I'm charging a little power bank over here, and we can see the outputs that it's taking, the estimated time on the battery, and there's some more controls that you can fiddle around with as well. And if you go into settings, you can set a cap on how much energy this takes in for charging. You could even turn off the X boost that goes up to 600 watts. Overall, a nice and clean looking app. See, I don't know if you could tell, but this has a lot of positives going for it. It's got good build quality, even though it's plastic, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It's also pretty lightweight at 7 pounds. You can take this in a backpack, move it around. It's not really heavy, and it does its job really well. It's efficient, charges back up quickly, the app is clean, and it just works. Of course, there are downsides. I personally wish it had a little bit more capacity with everybody in my house using it, and how other brands sometimes have like a flashlight over here, and that would have been pretty useful, but this sticks to the essentials, and honestly, it does them really well. It even lets you charge your devices and charge this at the same time simultaneously, which probably other ones do as well, but it just, it just works. And I said that twice because, well, you'll find out at the end, but let's just talk about the price first, because at $2.99 Canadian dollars, this is not cheap. But fortunately, these go on sale, and I actually saw this on sale for $2.09. And at that price, considering all they can do and how useful it can be, it might be worth it. Of course, it's not for everyone. I think families that are bigger would benefit from a larger capacity model that they also do sell, even though those are more expensive. Or it might not be for you if you live in an area that doesn't see too many power outages, you don't go camping, you just don't see the value in it. But even then, if that was me, I would still probably get it because I know that I can power any of my video lights with this. See, I just feel like one of these battery generators are so useful and can be used for so many different things, but I guess it just depends on the type of person you are, your use case, and in your lifestyle, would you see a use for this? I did, and I think they're really nice, which is why I wanted to make this video. Especially when you find some model from a company that just works well. I actually went and got a Jackery unit first, which it just didn't even work out the box. Might have been a defective unit, so I'll give them pass on that. But still, it's a nice product, it does its job, and if you have a use case for it, I think you will love it just as I did. And just like that, if you like this video, then like it, and if you loved it, then subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.